Okay, we are making a hoop for this grow bed. Yeah, I've got one up here. That one's really tall. I'm not making one so tall. And go through that real quick. Just a cheap, pretty easy way to build a hoop with I'm putting a shade cloth up. You can put a frost cloth up or whatever you need on your bed. That one's been up there for 4 years now, and it's held up really well. I've got 10-foot lengths. 10-foot lengths. I cut them in half, and I put a T, or pardon me, a cross for the centerpieces, and a T for the ends. And we'll join these all together. Got 4 all together. So I'm heating these up to give it somewhat of the curve, and I'm having mixed results. So we'll see if I do better this time. I'm editing out the dumb stuff that you don't need to see. But so I'm making the curve about 32 inches. Attempting. So I'm measuring over 16 inches from the center each way. And trying to give it the same curve on all of them, so that we have the same, same height and arch, so it locks together good, looks nice, and is very functional. And I'm doing that with a heat gun. So I'll heat it up, and I tried bending around the barrel. It just kinked it and smashed it. It didn't work real well, so the barrel's just here. But I found doing one side and kind of inching along, you know what I mean? I'll show you. Inching along a little bit, and then the other side, and I'm just eyeballing it and getting it close is really all I can do, unless I figure out something better. So I'll fast forward through heating it up, but when you heat this up, so I don't have to heat up the whole stick, just the 16 inches. And it gets hot, so you want a good pair of gloves. It'll get hot even with gloves on. But this will turn into like a wet noodle. I don't know if you've ever seen that. This is PVC pipe. It'll turn into like a wet noodle. And then we'll bend it into shape. And it seems to cool faster than you want it. And not fast enough when you need it to. Try it, you'll know what I mean. But anyway, we'll get this all bent up. I'll try and get this one shaped right and show you what I mean, what I'm doing. And probably fast forward through me talking. It's starting to get flexible. Alright, so we're gonna give it a little bit of a bend. Try not to kink it. Oh, gotta keep this flat. And I'll get some kinks in there. If I had something flexible to put inside of it to hold the inside shape, a rope maybe. I don't have any ropes that big though. That would be sweet. But it'll harden up and work just fine. And the outside is nice and smooth, so it'll be good enough for me. But there, okay, we've got this flat. It's got a bend in it. About how I want it. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, we want this flat. We want it straight in line. About the same size curve. Whoop. Right about there, right? Still a little flexible. This is stiffening up though. That's hard. There we go. Okay, like that. Let's see how we did compared to the others. So that was a little higher, but once, you know, this will be bent out farther. When we screw it into the bed, that should work. So I'll do the last one and then we'll be out there. I screwed the other side in. It's pretty easy. That side, you just hold it straight. You know, make sure you got it straight where you want it. But this is the side that's hard because you've got to bend this side to fit. This is where your little bit of muscle comes in. You might need some help. We'll see if I can do it by myself or not. So I put duct tape on there, or this is Gorilla tape, duct tape. So that's where I want the height at. This is a little bit bent, but we'll fix that. So I want this to be even with the top of the bed. So that's my mark. And also, drilling through PVC pipe with duct tape on it holds that drill bit in place a little better, so it's not skidding around on you. It makes it a little easier, and I thought maybe it'll hold it together and keep it from cracking, but I don't know. But anyway, so I'll show you. I'll go ahead and pre-drill the hole where I want it. Put the screw in there. There we go. And get this ready. This is the hard part. So we got to bend this. Whoop, make sure we got it where we want it. Bend it and hold it in place. Hopefully you can see that. And you can squish that a little bit, but not too much, or you'll crack that PVC pipe. So then I'll stick another one in up higher, just to hold it in place a little better. And now some people put couplers down here and screw in and just stick it right in the couplers. That works, and you won't be putting holes in these, and it's removable, so you can certainly do something like that. Or a bigger pipe to slide it in would work as well, you know, if you want something a little longer than just a little coupler. So there's a lot of ways to do this. This is just how I'm doing it this time, and we'll show you. So I got the end one to put in, but make sure you put the tops as straight as you can, and you got the crosses in the middle and the T's on the end facing the right way. So I don't have the last one in, but that's got to be facing this way. Put it on backwards and it'll be taken apart and doing it again. So I'll show you the next step when we get there. Okay, so I would measure and cut each piece individually, because these kind of move a little bit when you get one in there. That way they're right. And you can cut it with, you know, a cutting tool or a hacksaw or, you know, whatever. And yeah, measure each one out individually and glue them in. Yeah. Okay, so we'll let that dry, then we'll throw the shade cloth up. Now, we need to make our handles. I don't know if you can see me or not, sorry. So more fun with the heat gun. I've got it marked out at 6 inches and 6 inches. My hand fits in there pretty good. So I don't know, maybe we'll go up a little bit higher, we'll see. But I'm gonna put 2 bends in it and make a crank so that we can crank up the shade cloth. Had this on another video. I didn't really show how I did it though. So we don't need to bend it up here, so I'm not going to go any higher than, you know, right there heating it. And I'll go past that mark there. Because really all we have to do is just heat those two. Maybe we'll do that. Just heat this point first, give it a 90-degree bend, then heat the other one. Give it a 90-degree bend. Okay, 90-degree bend. There's the other mark. Do the same thing. Well, 90-ish degree bend. Okay, there we go. Now, put it in the shade cloth, crank it up, back down. It's not quite dry yet, but that's pretty straight, in line with this, so that'll work. And Amazon's supposed to deliver the shade cloth today, so maybe we'll get this done today, maybe not until tomorrow. We'll see. Amazon came, how about that? Just like they said they would. So I put a string up. I just zip tied it on, wrapped it around, zip tied it, wrapped it around, zip tied it, wrapped it around. Kind of tight. It's stretchy string though, but this isn't real heavy stuff, but just to keep it from sagging is really all it's for. I don't know that it's even necessary, but that's what I did. So I'm gonna throw this up here. That didn't work. This is really light. I'm surprised. It's a lot lighter weight than the other one. I think this is a 35% restriction. Okay, I'm just zip tying the baby on there and zip tying the arms on there, and we'll have that done in just a second. Okay, I got it up. Let me show you how it works. All I did was throw it over, took our handles, screwed, drilled some holes in them, and zip tied this on about every 1.5 feet, and found the center and zip tied it at the center. And probably need to do that all the way, but I've only done it at the ends right now. But you'll get the idea. So now you just roll it up. And I'll put probably a bungee cord up here just to hold it in place. And then you can go through here, work on this as you want, and roll it back down. Or leave it up to get some sun. Whatever you need to do. You can get more sun, more shade. And then you've got the weight to hold it down if you're not in a real windy area. We get high winds here. So I'm gonna have to bungee this down to, which will protect the plants from the wind and keep this from, blowing away. And hopefully it'll work great. In fact, I know it will, because the other one works great. So happy gardening. Thank you.